rates up. It's their ball efficiency that is absolutely killing us.
Well, the rain has started again, so it'll be interesting to see if they do lift their efficiency considering these conditions. So it'll be certainly an interesting second term as far as the Bulls are concerned.
They do have somewhat of a slight breeze, and it looks like the Canterbury Road end is the scoring end here this afternoon. But back in the middle, ready to get underway here
for one quarter
in the second term. Manson and O'Sullivan doing battle in the ruck this time to start the second term. Noble Park inch forward. Handball backwards, misses the target. That was from Keane. Kemperman through his legs. The Bulls unable to find any clean possession. Picked up by Qtr2. Now the Norsemen have the ball going inside 50. Short kick, centre half forward. Ill-directed, chopped off by Sketcho. Plays on straight away, kicks it back out wide in the direction of Martin over his head. Out in front of Davis Harrigan.
He got a possession.
Gets a touch, Harrison Football League photographer.
Only one behind Martin now.
Looking a treat too, Davis.
Yeah, as always, Manson and O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets the tap down. Roves his own ball. Handball towards Dixon. No good. Tackle laid there by Timmy Harper. He needs to get into the game a bit more. He's a contested ball magnet, Timmy Harper, and that's his strength, but I haven't seen him on the bottom of too many packs so far in this one. Manson to Harper, as if on cue. Kick smothered. Jessop's the first one there. Overruns the footy. Harper lays the tackle. Holmes, he's wrapped up as well. Another ball up. 34-8 here in the second term. Norwood started with all the running in the first quarter. Noble Park need to work hard to try and peg this back to get on level pegging and even keel at half time.
I think this is a really important period here for Noble Park. They must hold for the first 10 minutes.
Yep, they can't afford to give up a couple of quick goals. Manson tries to burrow his way through.
He's been moved into the middle.
Yeah, well, interestingly, Fake and Wynn started off the game in the ruck, and the start of the second term was O'Sullivan and Manson. So we've seen two different ruck combinations to start both quarters here, and you'd think that Noble Park need a bit of Chuck Manson aggression. Handball to Gould from Norwood, misses its target. Quick kick forward, opportunistic out of the pack from Noble Park. Ball's in the middle of the ground. Gibson on hands and knees. Handballs to Holmes. Out wide to Declare. Rhett Jordan across half back. Long kick in the Avi direction. He's gone to half forward. Big fist. Ball at ground level. Right in the middle of the turf wicket here at Bayswater Oval. Anderson, Noble Park skipper.
Good tackle.
Lays a fantastic tackle. Now they're going forward. Kemperman, Stewie Kemperman, bouncing ball over the head of Allen. Owen, though, comes out to meet it. Handballs to Keane. Running shot from 45. Kevin Keane. Oh, just to the right-hand side. One behind for the Bulls. 1-3-9 Noble Park. 5-4-34 the Norwood Footy Club. 2.5 minutes gone here in the second term.
Well, ball comes back into play. Picked up there by Declan. Little toe poke. Harper's about 60 metres out from goal. Strong tackle by Stewie Hill, the vice-captain, and we'll have a bounce 60 metres out from goal.
One thing I can say is that Noble's intent at the contest is a little bit better this last couple of minutes. So they're trying to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Fake got the knockdown. The clearance was won by Holmes, though. Comes out towards the wing. Little kicking towards the middle of the ground.
Well done.
Stolen there by Qtr2 on the right boot. Sends it goalward towards the Williams direction. He's up there with Peever right. They both players fell over in the end. A nice little knock on there by Williams. It eventually scoots out to Stewart, who just slams it home. That's end-to-end football. They did it pretty tough most of the way through, but they got their 6th goal on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and that is goal number 2 to Darren Stewart. 6 goals, 40, plays 1-3-9, 4 minutes into the second.
Doesn't matter how you get them, BWS and Davo. They had to work hard for that particular one, and once again, a turnover by Noble Park is killing them at the moment.
Going inside again. Terrible, terrible.
Cross down boundary side. Thanks to Life Care, Andy Paolacci.
Yes, Demis Knight took stand upon his quarter-time team talk. He basically said, take the game on, use your leg speed, catch that defence off guard, and that's a classic example of how they did that just then.
Manson looking for Martin with the tap. Holmes is the first one there, but Martin kept his feet. Handball backwards. Handball again. Kyle Martin gets the old 1-2. Left foot kick inside 50. Old
Good
reverse
spot.
drop punt. It's come off. Teammates taking a mark at half forward. I think it's Shane Allen, or is it Sam Monaghan? Sam Monaghan.
Haven't seen much of him yet.
No.
He needs to get into the game.
Noble Park with 7 of the first 8 hit-outs this quarter, but the clearances 3 apiece.
Yeah, Chuck Manson, he's starting to throw his weight around. That's what you get with him. He's a big aggressive ruckman. He'll put his stamp on most contests. So Sam Monahan, 45-degree angle, will kick from 50, right on the paint. Kick looks pretty good. Has it got the legs? Oh, you bet it does. Sam Monahan, great kick. Bulls back in business.
They really needed that one, and that was a great kick, and that's the sort of kicking they need around the ground.
Noble Park are much better when they start running the ball. Rather than this chipping game, they're better off starting to run the lines like Norwood are and maybe trying to open up the back line of Norwood.
Quick response, Bendigo Bank scoreboard, Norwood 6-4-40, Noble Park 2-3-15, 25 points the margin, 5 minutes gone in the second term.
High throws it up. Manson just stole it out of the ruck and then thumped it inside forward 50, looking towards Alwyn over the top of him. Ava, nice little handball away, and now here's Jordan, who might have to bounce here, but it didn't work out for him. Goes after it again. Allen's right on his hammer. Alwyn, little handball over the top. Goes to Allen now on the left boot, just pokes it out towards the 30-metre mark. Creates a bit of a foot race. Charging in there was Declan. That was good hip and shoulder there on Keane. Ball hits the deck and will have a bounce about 40 metres out from Noble Park's goals.
That was fantastic football then. 3 contests in a row and no one took a backward step.
Comes down, stolen by Allen around the body. That's an absolute perler. Yes. Well, 2 goals in 2 minutes to Noble Park. Shane Allen gets his first goal on the board and certainly a contender for the Westfield Knox goal of the day. 3-3-21. They're trailing by 19 points. The Bulls 6-4-40. The Norsemen. That
was poetry. Vergum faked straight down the throat of Shane Allen. Left foot kick, make no mistake. That was sensational.
And it's been their attack on the contest. I think that's been the difference. Is that they're going to get it down there no matter which way they can. It's not pretty at the moment, but it's effective.
And all of a sudden, the margin's back to 19 points. It all seems very gettable for the Bulls. Manson into some space. Anderson cuts back in board, gets around a couple of tackles. He's got a bit of space, Craig Anderson. Long kick inside forward 50, looking for Alwyn and Cody. Goes over the back. Norwood through Ava. Right foot kick up to half forward. Bouncing ball. Now the Bulls looking good here, Noble Park. Cody again. Too much handball though, and ball's chopped off. It's O'Sullivan. Handballs to Johnson. Into the direction of Stewart. He's already kicked 2 goals. 1 in this second term. Goes wide to Williams, who had right absolutely cooked, but the kick from Stewart landed 2 metres short. Manson picks it up. Handballs to Wilson. Strong kick out to the wing, like a bullet to Luke Cody.
Manson's been the difference.
Yeah.
Been the difference last 10.
He's working his backside off to get his side back into the game here.
Both sides playing the far boundary here. The kick from Cody found Ziggy Orwin.
Norwood have got a good block zone happening.
Yep, Jared Plyman. Just backward of centre to the half-forward flank. Making some good space and taking a strong mark is Sam Monahan. The kick from Plyman was good. Not a lot of movement inside 50. Goes to the pocket. Couldn't find his target. Allen. I think that's out on the full. Not sure whose boot it was off, though. It was off the boot of Shane Allen, so it'll be a free kick to Norwood. Be taken by Matty Ava. No. Throws it over to Stewie Hill. Or Gibson.
Yeah, it's not Stewie Hill. Comes out, door over the back, but it'll be paid to the man in front, I think, here.
No,
no,
it can't. That's a clear Noble. No, he has paid it. No, Noble Park.
Give it back.
No, give it back.
Yeah, clear mark. Great strong jukes.
So Dorr taking a few marks already today.
Good matchup between him and Stewart.
He's got loads of talent. And then he goes and does kicks like that. Slams it straight into the arms of Point, who's wrapped up quickly by Anderson.
I reckon I could have kicked it better than that. And that's saying something. That was terrible.
And your son definitely could have.
Oh, no doubt about that.
Comes out. Anderson went through, Kemperman went through his legs, came out Jordan, little handball, and now they might be able to link out wide here through Gibson. In the middle, he was looking for Holmes, who was under a lot of pressure. Sketcher came charging through, but as Tootie Calder, who copped one on the chin, the umpire said play on. Kick there by Holmes was smothered. Had another go at it as well. Comes out towards Gibson. He saw it in the peripheral vision.
Yeah,
I have faith
smart
in
kick.
that.
Yeah, give him some credit. That's a smart piece of football.
Adam Gibson asked to go on with it now. So he sends it up towards the half-forward line and going up and almost unopposed in the end was the big ruckman, John O'Wynne. He had Williams right on his hammer as well. So the two big men there. In comes Gould, who kicks it inside forward 50. Anderson had the front spot. It was knocked away, picked up there by Dixon's handball. Went nowhere. It's about 40 metres out from goal. Williams is there. Tim Harper for Noble Park lays a good tackle and will have a bounce right on the paint, 50 metres out from Norwood's goal.
I'm really liking Noble's intent at the moment. I reckon they've really got themselves back into the game.
It's gone up a notch.
Croydon fans will be nervous around the grounds. 45 points the margin. Doncaster had kicked the first 2 of the second quarter.
Oh, short passes on. It might be chopped off nicely here. They'll have a shot on goal. It's as easy as you like. And the goal has been kicked by Lachlan Dixon.
Lee Williams, it was number
Lee.
3.
Third goal
Williams.
on the board.
Interesting enough, Dean Poynton just walked off, lopped off the ground there. Looked like he favoured a leg, so get the boundary riders to have a look at that for us.
Poor again from Noble Park. The left foot kick from Dore looked like it was going to hit the spot, but it was just smothered at the last moment. Picked up by Darren Stewart, who put Lee Williams into a bit of space. And the big fellas kicked 3 goals, 2 of them from a roving sort of scenario, which is fantastic. But Noble Park back in the middle of the ground, go inside 50 through Stewie Kemperman. Long left foot kick that's going to bounce over the back. Matty Declerc kicks to Luke Mann. His right foot kick goes out of bounds on the full.
It was almost a kick in hope, wasn't it, Dave?
He had more time and more space than he thought, Luke Mann. Noble Park's pressure inside 50 was good enough to ensure that Matty Declerc turned the ball over, but it's got to finish those ones. It could have been the quick reply and back to 19 points, which is probably where it deserves to be after Noble Park would come out swinging in this second term.
I'd try something different.
25 points.
I'd put Alwyn, I'd put him in the back half, and I'd put Dore up forward. I'd change them both because Alwyn can go with the centre half forward quite easily with Stewart, and Dore will at least give them a target that he can go to because Alwyn's given them nothing at the moment.
It's a free kick to Luke Mann, about 70 metres out from goal, hard up against the boundary line. Goes to Plyman, kicks centimetre perfect. Plyman, sorry. Takes a mark at rises over McCubbin.
Good kick.
Yeah, to Orwin, spot on the
There you
lead.
go.
Strong lead by Ziggy Orwin. Good kick, good mark. Out in front of the scoreboard. Just worse than a 45-degree angle. He'll try and put his second on the board and the 4th one for the Bulls.
Still a hard task from where he's going to kick it. You know, you want your forwards kicking more straighter than this.
All 5 centre clearance have gone the way of Noble Park this quarter.
Certainly gained ascendancy. The fluoro boots of Ziggy Orwin. They've already put one through in the first term. Can he cut the margin back to 19 points? It doesn't look like it with that effort. What's Lee Williams doing at fullback? Luke Mann drops a mark. Handball over the top. Shane Allen trying to suit his left foot. Handball straight to Matty Ava. And it looks like
Here we go.
the Norwood Footy Club are going to be good enough to rebound this.
And here's Johnson in the middle of the ground. They could have raffled it there. Over the top there, O'Sullivan goes after it. Umpire said play on. There was some harsh tackling there done by Zach McCubbin, but
He shouldn't have gone for the mark and he should have let it go. And they were away, but he tried to duck him for an easy man.
it's not an easy task to bring down Trent Robertson. Giving a don't argue there was Plymouth out wide to Anderson, who had the nous to get rid of it quickly, but Kruzaratis mopped up nicely there with Brett Jordan, and now the Norsemen go up towards the O'Sullivan direction, stolen there by Dore. It got ripped off by O'Sullivan. Coming in there was Robinson. Brought to ground in a strong tackle by Justin Gould, and will have a bounce right near the boundary line, which is where we'll cross down to now, thanks to Lifecare Andy Paolacci.
Yeah, BWS, Dean Poynton just copped a knock on the right knee. The physio is assessing the structural damage of it. He seems to be okay, and he signalled that he wants to come back on the ground.
Yeah, he looks pretty eager. Anderson, also someone who's been quite eager today. Couple of little potokes. See Norwood get up towards the... what was it?
What's a potok?
Oh dear. I've got nothing. Over the football win. Comes in. Kelly over the back. So we'll have a bounce just outside the centre square here, far side of Bayswater Oval. Norwood lead this one by 25 points.
I think one of the big things at the moment is just Norwood are just playing with a little bit more poise.
Monaghan got slung, dropped the football. Umpire said okay. Ambrose dives in after it again. Kelly underneath as always, and we'll have a bounce.
They're just doing enough to make sure they keep the lead as it is. They haven't played as good a footy as what they did in the first quarter, but Noble have actually lifted this quarter.
Win got the knockdown. Inside forward 53. Cruzeradas. His kick went straight down the throat of Brett Dorr, who just wanted to get on with it in the end. Sketcher on the right boot, had a little bit of time, and it was a solid kick out wide. Sam Monaghan takes the mark across half back.
Is that a good patch?
Short passes on Collis.
He's tried hard, Collis.
Yeah, he had a good few touches in the first term. It had to be a centimetre perfect kick, and it was. Harper takes the mark. Plimman screaming for it on the far side of the ground. Steady elects to go short. Back to Monaghan. So Noble Park looking for the next score. Risky kick, looking for Martin. Had the class to win the football, but his kick was smothered in the end. It might bounce favourably here for Keeley and might be able to use the middle of the ground here. Kelly coughed it up in the end. Strong tackle. And Norwood will have the free kick. Zach McCubbin in the centre. He's got O'Sullivan up forward at centre half forward. A little bit of back chat might have gone on here because a 25-metre penalty's been paid. So
when your side's 25 points down, shouldn't be allowed to be back chatting at this stage.
Might be a little bit too far out to score. Zach McCubbin.
Might have a crack.
The odds are to go short, and when Leroy Williams is on the lead, you kick it to him, and that's exactly what he did there. Just travelled the required distance, and he'll go back to kick goal number 4.
That's where you've got a forward who made a poor kick look good then, because that was a terrible kick, and he just scooped it and he could goal from it, which would be another turnover from Noble Park in the middle.
To stretch the lead to over 5 goals. Well, he went for a barrel in the end. It was pretty ordinary, and Noble Park will get the chance to get the clearing kick out wide. Here's Kemperman. It bounces favourably for him, and now on the left boot just kicks it straight down the throat there of Dean Boyd. You would have thought eventually the ball spills out wide. Trapped there by Newman, who couldn't keep it in, fell over at the crucial stage, and we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of our Life Care boundary riders.
Yeah, BWS, Dean Poynton, he's back on the ground, but he's still grimacing, still trying to shake off that right knee injury. I don't know how long he'll be out there for.
That Lee Williams attempted torp. Was that the same side of the ground as Jeff Goebels a couple of years ago?
No, Jeffrey was down here.
Okay. Noble Park, Plimman picks the ball up off the back of the stoppage, tries to get through a couple of tackles. It was, spun him around. Jake Ford will be the recipient of a free kick. So he's in the direction of McCormack. Is he going to get there? He did get there, but couldn't bring the mark down. Oh, copping one high, but umpire calls play on. That was Stewie Hill. And again, umpire in position A, but must have swallowed his whistle. Eventually decides to ball it up. Win gets the tap. Anderson, kick smothered, picked up by Rhett Jordan, kick around the corner, all Bulls. Marked by Jake Wilson.
Maybe conditions are playing a part to this, because really both teams have been pretty average for the last 10 minutes with it in all facets of their game except for their tackling.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been
sloppy.
Certainly more go than woe. Luke Mann takes a mark on centre wing. Slow, methodical sort of build-up from Noble Park here. They're still trailed by 25 points.
They need 2 goals.
Kick to Dorr. Handballs. Left foot kick to centre half forward. Chopped up by Ava.
He's played well.
He has.
Yeah, after he made that mistake early on, he's been really, really solid. And he kicks the ball.
Yeah, long driving kick. Up to no one in particular. Jessup is going to rope this one. Handball to Johnny Holmes, who handballs to Lee Williams. He's got a little bit of space. Right foot kick around the corner. Chris Aradis is going to mark this one inside the boundary line.
That is really clever.
And he does. Just
on all counts.
Put a bit of air on it, did Lee Williams, and just kicked it into the space and let Jaden Chris Aradis run onto it. He started off like a bull at a gate, this young fella, Jaden Chris Aradis. Was best on ground at quarter time for mine. Hard up against the boundary line in 2 minds. Should open it up and come around with the bunana here, and that's what he does, but far too skinny. Never looked on target. That minor score, 7-5-47 Norwood, 3-3-21 Noble Park. 31-point margin here, 18, almost 19 minutes gone in the second term. Anderson in the back pocket, goes to Dorr, who's getting his hands on the footy a bit this term. His usage is still left a little bit to be desired, but he's got the first box ticked. He's getting his hands on it. Takes a bounce for no apparent reason. The ball doesn't come back to him. What's dragged down in a tackle? Good enough here, the Bulls. Cleaned up. Left foot kick to centre half back. Mark taken by Keeley. Plays on immediately. He's got Owen in a one-on-one against Ambrose. Orwin wins out. Gibson joins in support, but Orwin bounces like a cat, picks up, turns the ball around, kick to Allen on the lead.
Got to kick this goal.
He certainly does. He's taken the mark 40 metres out directly in front. And for mine, Dover, that's a hallmark of Division 1 footy. 15-metre, 20-metre short kicks to short leads.
Just a beautifully weighted kick then, and he, that's where he shows his class. So now he's really got to nail this goal. Puts him right back in it.
Yep, had a one-on-one. It was a two-on-one against him, Orwin, and was good enough to get the kick to Allen, whose left foot shot on goal is just coming back. Didn't quite make the distance, so a couple of set shots at that end for Noble Park in this quarter. Haven't quite made it. 3-4-22, plays 8-4-52, just ticked into time on in the second term, and even 5 goals the margin here, Division 1 qualifying final, Norwood with all the running.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Inside 50s, 10-8 in favour of Noble Park this quarter. So the clearances are their way, 9-7, including 5 out of the centre.
Free kick to the big man, Chuck Manson, from the kick in. So he'll have it about 50 metres out. You could see him just looking for the handball there. And Stewie Kemperman, he's your link man in that type of position, but he can't break free. So the short passes on towards the Elwyn direction. It was knocked away from him. He might get another go at it here. Over the top there, Johnson. Keane was in there also. He might have copped one high. The umpire said he did. He's a little player, so he can get away with it a lot more. Handball to Elwyn. Had a little bit of time, just pops it up in hope. About 40 metres out from goal. Can Harper scoop on it? McCubbin was in there. Clement gave the don't argue little handball out wide. Here's Allen on the left boot. Can he squeeze it back? He can't. 2 points in a matter of minutes. And Noble Park, they're peppering, but they can't find the big sticks on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 21 minutes into the second term, and we have a 29-point margin.
We certainly do. How's the hands from Plymouth there? Just released Allen into some space. I think Allen did kick that 8 or 9 times out of 10. Kick from Norwood to a contest. It's coming straight back inside. Noble Park got to be good enough to manufacture a shot on goal. It's Allen who runs around the foot. He picks it up, curls back, a left foot cracker. Great goal from Shane Allen. His second of the second term, and they've both almost been carbon copies of each other. He's a seriously good footballer. Fresh off 7 last week against the Dales. He kicked 2 here on qualifying final day. The Bulls won't go away.
And that's exactly right. They won't go away. They just keep tackling, keep pressuring, and now Norwood falling into the same problems. Their use of the football hasn't been as good in the last 10 minutes.
No.
Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. 48 points now the margin at Tormore Reserve. Doncaster lead. Kilsyth lead by a goal at half-time at Walker Park. And Templestowe finally kicked their first through Fiorenza. So they lead by 21 points. Trail, I should say.
Yes.
What's the go
They
here?
can seem more
Free
excited.
It's a free kick somewhere along the line. Where
I think it might be a free kick to Dean Poynton.
No, I think it might be coming back to Ford.
So Jakey Ford goes out wide. That's okay. He's Dixon on the... Well, got it back in. Poynton now turned himself into a bit of trouble. Just slams it on the boot inside the danger zone, where standing in position A was Jake Wilson, who switches it out wide. It was a good kick too. The mark's been taken by Man, and now they'll work themselves up towards the wing position where Dorr takes it on the left, just spears it into the middle. Well, it had to hit the target eventually. Keane came in, gave his own little don't argue there. Handball over the top. Jordan will be the first man to meet it for the Norseman. Had a little bit of time, had a little bit of space, switches it out towards Jake Ford, who kicks it in towards the middle of the ground, and Stewie Hill takes the mark, so it's in safe hands. He's got Stewart across the face if he wants him. Instead, he's only got eyes forward, and what a way to go as well, because Rhett Jordan made some good space. He takes it, he's about 80 metres out from goal. Can Norwood get the answer after Noble Park have owned the last 5 minutes? A kick towards the Williams direction over the back. Manson, he has a little bit of time for Noble Park. He got the ball away somehow. Cody just couldn't quite trap it. Now the Norseman will get a chance. McCubbin, his little handball back to Holmes, this way, that way. The skipper might be able to thump one home here. He sets sail, he pushes it to the right-hand side. It might be stay alive there, Jessup. The umpire comes in and is going to play a free kick to Matty McCormick for getting pushed off the ball. He'll be kicked from a very tight angle. Exciting stuff.
It was.
well, he was actually pushed mid-flight. He was going for the ball. It was sort of like a mini tunnel.
Former Baronia Hawk.
Matty McCormick.
It's a left footer.
Should kick it.
Yeah, he'll run out. He'll curl it around and he'll kick it straight over the goal umpire's head. That's his first goal of the afternoon, Matty McCormick. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, Norwood now have 8, and they like having that little bit of breathing space too. 24.5 minutes gone. 8-4-52 plays 4-5-29.
Won't let him kick 2 in a row.
No. And it seems that, again, it just every time that Noble have a poor disposal out of defence, Norwood are really hurting them, whereas I don't think Noble have really hurt Norwood for some of their poor work up forward. I'd still put I'd put
Brett Dorr
up forward because he's getting plenty of it.
Yeah.
He's just turning it over in the back half all the time.
Certainly is. Manson just grabs the ball out of the ruck. Left foot kick around the corner. Cody got the ball spoiled by Keane. Kevin Keane, another shot on goal in the second term. This one worse than the first one. Way left. Way left. Out of bounds on the full. If they're dominating out of the centre, still the Bulls. I'm quite sure what's going on with the scoreboard. Now it reached 23 points. Right foot kick to the half-back flank. Strong mark by Matty DeClerc. Strong pack mark out in front. He's got McCubbin further on. Ignores that.
Strong lead by McCubbin.
Just going to go to win. Jordan, McCormack, a big pack of Norsemen. They all end up spoiling each other. Ball stays in. Not for long, though. Johnny Holmes takes it out of bounds. Norwood skipper. Norwood premiership skipper. Manson and Wynn. Another poor throw-in. But Manson punches it forward. No one there for Noble Park, though. Poynton to Gibson. Handballs across halfback. Handball smothered. Picked up by Anderson of Noble Park. Gets around one tackle. Handballs to Orwin.
Got to hit the target.
Yeah, and he does too. Right foot stabbing ball. Low kick inside 50 to Kyle Martin on the lead.
They have to kick this goal. To me, they need this goal on the stroke of half time to give them a little glimmer of hope. 26 minutes gone, and Kyle Martin is about 48 metres out. He'll end up kicking from about 51.
Players have struggled from distance shots this afternoon.
Yeah.
They certainly have. Kyle Martin's had a brilliant season for the Bulls. Looks like it's going to have the legs. It's just a question of accuracy. And he pushes it to the right-hand side. So 4-6-30 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Noble Park. Norwood 8-4-52, 22 points. The margin here at Bayswater Oval.
And the skipper wanted the kick in, take charge as the siren sounds to announce half-time out here at Bayswater Oval. Division 1 finals are underway, and it's the Norwood Football Club on top. 8-4-52 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They lead by 22 over Noble Park, who have kicked 4 goals, 6-30. Major goal kickers on the board. Rain there?
Lee Williams has 3. Shane Allen has 2 for Noble Park, and Darren Stewart also has 2 for Norwood.
Absolutely all over it. 98.1 Radio Western is the place to be. Otherwise on efl.org.au, but you can do both. You can also tweet us the scores if you're around the grounds today at Footy EFL via Twitter. Let's go back to the Radio Western studios. Dyson Baker will have all those important around the ground scores right after this.
John always said his set would be different. He wasn't wrong. He was a fun-loving guy who had a passion for flying. So last week, John's family and closest friends celebrated his life on a charter flight over the Yarra Valley. They took in the breathtaking views, enjoyed a glass of bubbles, and told lots of stories.
At Tobin Brothers Funerals, our motto is, if it's legal, it's possible. So celebrate your life the way you want. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Program sponsor.
Hey man, can you smell it?
Smell what?
It's my favourite smell in the world. Footy season.
Yeah, man, like you can smell the grass at the Mighty G.
Yeah, and you know what else I can smell? The hot marshmallow chocolate at Pancake Parlour.
They're like my favourite smells ever. Like first you head to the G and smell the grass, and then after you've chewed your guts out, head straight to Pancake Parlour and warm up with a delicious hot marshmallow chocolate.